Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interesting day on planet Earth. How are you holding up? It certainly is a tumultuous times for all on planet Earth. And really, it takes all your power and will to keep very grounded and present and not be tossed around like a boat on a stormy sea with all the energies and all the commotion that is happening in the world today. It certainly is a stormy time for everyone. But like with all that I say within our community, we are seeing what has been hidden from us all for so long, rising to the surface for us to really step into and discover what is important to us, especially now where people have perhaps lost their moral compass and have really forgotten what it is to be human, what it is to be part of this human society, and the value that we are as humans on this planet, as the alien agendas and also AI agendas are running at us like a train rolling very fast on the tracks. I wanted to come to you today because I've had quite a bit of intuition around how we can gather ourselves, gather our energies, and move forward. I'm reminded every day how important it is to anchor myself back into my coordinate system, the point of ever flowing moments of now, how important it is to anchor myself into the source creator matrix and make sure that I'm not pulled off into the 3D matrix. It doesn't mean that I don't exist in the world. I absolutely do, but we've got a power of us, not as humans, but just also the power of our consciousness to make a significant change within the field. Now, the heart math people saw this when they went about trying to understand the how having a coherent heart can have an effect not just only on the planet but also on the humanity as a whole. And they certainly proved that time and time again through their research. Why I wanted to come on today is because I think it's really important to bring us back to grounding ourselves. And so today I'd like to share a little declaration with you so that it could be the foundation for you starting each day, to cancelling anything that's trying to affect you in your 5 minute sphere of where you create, to become aware of what it's like when your field of consciousness is free from any programs, any negativity. Now, at the moment, there are a lot of frequencies out there, and if you're sensitive like me, you'll be feeling it, especially as we've just in the eclipse season, we've gone through one full moon, blood moon eclipse, and we're moving into another eclipse on the 21st of September. How do we know that it's an eclipse season? Well, look into the outer world. There's certainly a lot happening astrologically that are affecting us on the planet Earth and also within our being. You know, when you are really centered within yourself and self-aware, you'll know the difference between what it is in your thinking and what it's like when all of a sudden you have thinking that's not like yours. And when there are thoughts or negative thoughts that pop into your head, if that's not what you normally think like, then you know something is being sent into the matrix of our reality that is trying to keep you off center, perhaps even reversing your frequency spin so that it's moving the opposite way that it should. And if you think, does that happen? Yes, it does. So how do we keep moving and holding our soul light? How do we hold the creator's light? And how do we stay centered when the stormy seas are coming at us from all directions? So let me share this with you today. Perhaps you can use it, as I said, for your own practice in whatever you're doing. So let me get right here and let's start this. So, as I mentioned before, the power of our consciousness is really quite profound. And that's why there has been a war on our consciousness, not just over the last 5 years, but over decades and decades. And slowly the information is coming out how that has been uh, put on as a pressure on humanity to sway the way we think, to mold our society, to look at certain thoughts and ideologies. And really, it comes back to our relationship, not just with our soul, but our divine connection to Source Creator. Because over these decades, we've outsourced our connection to everyone else and disconnected from what our true source is, the Creator's light, the Creator's love that is always shining on us at every moment. Even in those moments when you look into your life and you think, where is the Creator in this? Well, we forget that Earth has a bit of a journey that we all agreed to come on as this soul that we are. And we have this human being that is like our avatar that gives us feedback. But understanding this, understanding the power of our consciousness, and understanding how you can influence your consciousness in a positive way is certainly going to help you move ahead. As you know, I teach Grigori Grabovoi's teachings and have since 2011. And he certainly shows you how to structure your consciousness, to understand what's happening in your field, and how to be able to change reality. And reality changes very quickly, 10 to the minus 17 pulses per second. So it's always changing. And our consciousness influences that. Our thinking influences us of that. Our collective consciousness thinking influences reality. So it's really important to be, as I said before, very grounded, be aware of your own thinking, and know how to step out of other people's events, out of the foreign events of the world. Because right at the moment, most people don't know what is real and what is not real, especially with the introduction of AI. So here is a declaration that you can use as your way of bringing yourself, back to your true self. And before we get into that, I want you just in this moment to check how you're feeling within you. Is your head really racing at 10 miles an hour? Are you feeling a little discombobulated, out of sorts, perhaps because of the current frequencies that are being played in a distorted way? You may be even feeling a little depressed. What's the point of it all? And at the very far end of that is, why do I want to even stay on the planet? Perhaps I'd be better off not being here at all. Understand that these frequencies are affecting our field and having an influence. And you can impact that by using words or by using number sequences of Grigori Grabovoi to help to dial into the creator matrix, to dial into the source matrix, which really works in geometric forms and also number sequences. So everything is in divine ratio. So let me share with you this declaration, and perhaps right in this moment you can bring yourself back into the point of now by just focusing on your physical body and really just tune within and see, how do I feel right in this moment? Where am I feeling a little bit of pressure somewhere? Where am I feeling a little bit of discomfort? And just take some long, slow breaths and help to calm our nervous system. So how about now, let's take a long, deep breath in. Perhaps you'd like to place your hand over your heart and also over your belly, so you can feel your whole being expand as you take a long, slow breath in. And then release out to your mouth. Again, take a big breath in, filling right up into your chest. So feel your hand expand at your chest level. And take another little sip of breath in, filling up all your lungs so you feel totally expanded. And then again, a long, slow breath out. And finally, one more deep breath in. And then release slowly. And then just continue your own breathing. Just a normal breath in and out. So as we breathe, we signal to our nervous system that right in this moment we are safe. And so let us move through this declaration as a way of you being able to bring yourself back to you, back to your divine self. And you'll see where it says on the first line, I and name, and then perhaps you can insert that name there for you. And perhaps you'd even like to speak the words as I do. Now I'm just going to put my glasses on because I'm a bit foggy on these numbers if I don't. I, say your name, as part of the collective consciousness, 915-777-9189-3419. And we repeat that 2 more times. 915-777-9189-34198. 915-777-9189-34198. It's like we're dialing up the information in the collective into the area of space where there may be some distortions within the collective consciousness, and we're just going to the place where there is harmony, so that we're introducing into the collective consciousness the harmony of the collective consciousness. So I declare, with the power of my free will, on all levels of my being, across all dimensions, and on all levels of reality, that I do not consent, that I absolve and dissolve with the divine blessings of the Creator all oaths, pledges, allegiances, bindings, incarcerations, contracts, implants, and any contracts that hinder me from stepping into the full light of my soul, from impacting me, from moving forward freely. I do not consent and declare these all null and void. And as a result, I release all programs, implants, all contracts, all bindings, all storage and backup copies, and energetic informational imprints, any discordant frequencies, and return them with my absolute gratitude to the Creator for further development. I release all those who were involved in the swearing of all of these oaths and pledges, contracts, bindings, programs, allegiances, implants, and promises, or affecting in any way, and dissolve all effects and side effects. I clear all timelines, all multidimensional aspects of me from any negativity or discord. Just take a moment to feel, now that you've spoken those words, what you may be experiencing in and around your physical body. and having dissolved those aspects and almost like brushing away all those that is not part of your free will and part of your soul self. We need to fill those voids. I fill the resulting emptiness and voids with the light of pure eternal love. 889 912 818848. 888 912 818848. 888 912 818848. So you'll notice there's a little gap. This is where the new information flows. And we know that everything is possible. 519 7148. 519 7148. 519 7148. I therefore go back to 1 hour before the trigger of this event of inflicting of these bindings affecting my physical organism from all dimensions, and decide that I did not participate in any of these upcoming events that I participated in. All the events and the participants involved with these events went their bright paths. Our paths did not cross. I send a light impulse from the area of my heart, from my soul, and illuminate my decision with my light and my love, and the light and love of the Creator. And I fix the results according to all parameters of creation and on all levels of reality today. All humans of this planet Earth are healed. 888 885 88888. 88888 58888. 88888 And we fix this now. 8898. Materialization in front of the backdrop of the Creator's soul. This declaration is valid for infinite realms of eternity. Now take another big breath in and feel what it's like in your physical body, and notice what's happening around your physical body. Perhaps you can feel the energy shifting. Perhaps you feel a little bit more calm within. Perhaps you're feeling so much better than you were before. So, as we move into the next period of time in the next week ahead, please disconnect from anything mainstream and really be present with your own thinking, be present with your own being, move, shake out any pressure or energy that you're feeling is stuck within you. Go into nature, hug a tree, perhaps even hug yourself, give yourself some beautiful self-love. Hope this has helped, and go gently in this world, everyone. Bye for now.